Hey there, welcome everyone to a new episode of my Zero to Hero life skilling series. I received some great feedback from episode 1 and have taken those comments into consideration when I made this second video. So hopefully it'll be a lot cleaner. Thank you all for the support, and let's just get right into it. In this episode, I'm going to flesh out some more of the details that I discussed about in episode 1. If you haven't already though, go check out episode 1. I've copied the link in the description below. As always, if you want to see more of me, come check me out on my stream sometime at twitch.tv/hong. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and the other days are really just flex days. The times are in my stream description, so come out and hang. To start off, here's what I'll be discussing in episode 2 of this series. First, I'm going to go over the mastery system, which is very important in life skilling. Next, I'll start talking and going over the contribution dailies that you can do so that you can hit that soft cap contribution point, as well as how to obtain some energy. Finally, I'll briefly talk about the recent nerf that's hit life skilling in the last patch and how it's personally impacted me. At the very end of the video, I'm going to give you an update on my current life skilling setup, as well as my plans moving forward. So the mastery system plays an important role when it comes to life skills. Depending on what you're doing, it can honestly be the difference between a couple of million to hundreds of millions a day. For me personally, I'm looking to push my mastery in gathering, cooking, and hunting, and these are the 3 bigger life skills for my setup. Here's what they do. Let me start off with gathering. Increasing mastery in gathering increases the chance to not consume energy, which is very important as you'd be able to yield more resources per life skilling session. It also increases the stats shown to the right. Now this is specific to butchering, but the tooltip is actually the same, just with different resources. So if you're going out and gathering wood, it'd apply to lumbering. For cooking, it increases the profits that you earn from Imperial cooking turn-ins, as well as the chance of hitting a rare proc. The stats shown also increase. Finally, increasing hunting mastery allows you to obtain higher grade resources and the chance of obtaining more items from butchering. Keep in mind that even though you obtain more items from butchering, your gathering mastery actually plays no role in the amount and types of resources you gain from butchering a hunted animal. You also can use higher matchlocks if you have higher mastery, regardless of your hunting level. Essentially, increasing your mastery yields you higher amounts of a resource, as well as rarer resources. Therefore, if you increase your mastery, it essentially yields more silver per life skilling session. Mastery can be attained 3 ways: through tools, armor, and kinda seafood con. Levels also increase mastery. Here's what I've done to start increasing my mastery. It'll be tough for those new players to accelerate their mastery, so if you want to take my advice, I would simply increase your life skilling levels to start, and maybe save if you decide to actually invest in life skilling and actually like it. I've been playing in Black Desert Online since before the mastery system, and therefore I had already had levels invested into life skilling. That being said, I did main swap to one of my alts, and he was my main gatherer and processing character, as well as my AFK fisher, but I don't really do that anymore. So with that being said, I essentially had to start from scratch. To start off, because I had the silver, I bought Tri-Logia accessories. These go for about 50 to 70 mil each, and give around 24 mastery for the earrings and rings, and 28 mastery for the belt and the necklace. This doesn't sound like a huge amount of mastery, but for starting off, Logia is definitely a good way to go. There are 3 different tiers of life skilling pieces. It follows the same track as regular armor. You have your greens, your blues, your yellows, and your oranges. The only difference is there's no yellow tier for life skills. You have your green, blue, and orange color tier, which are Logia, X, and Monos respectively, each increasing in mastery with increasing rarity. The reason I put and said X is because the blue tier armors have different names. After I bought Tri accessories, I enhanced the Logia butcher knife. So personally, I would not recommend enhancing. as I believe you can more efficiently utilize your materials and silver if you sell versus enhance. However, enhancing is way more fun, and if you have some good RNG, go for it. Between that and artisan gathering, I earn a good amount of materials per session. As you can see, the mastery system certainly has a lot to it, so if you're any more confused, leave a comment below and I will definitely respond, or check out the link in the description for the wiki page. Moving on, we have contribution dailies. I'm not going to go in huge amount of depth with the contribution dailies since there's really not much to them, but it was how I managed to hit soft cap contribution points. Since life scaling and contribution points go hand in hand, you want to hit soft cap contribution points as quickly as you can, which is around 250 to 275 contribution points. This can be done in many ways. Commonly, you would do it through quests, and I personally spam dailies, which are quests, but you can do them every day. There is a rotation that you can do in Calpheon and Duvenkroon that will yield a few points every day and some silver along with it, which is kinda nice. There are many videos on the Calpheon and Duvenkroon daily rotations, so I'm not going to really showcase that. However, if you really want to see it, leave a comment below and I'll quickly shoot out a video for it. Contribution is something you'd probably want to grind while you're doing quests and whatnot. So if you ever find the chance to just do some dailies while you're doing quests and side quests, I would personally recommend it. As for energy farming is generally complicated in the sense that you really just get it through talking to NPCs, which is the simple part. The more confusing part is when you get into something called ecology. Ecology is basically your knowledge of things in Black Desert Online. So you obtain knowledge on things that you gather or life skill, and things that you kill and hunt. Finally, the life skilling nerf. Up until recently, you could buy high quality wine and trade it into an NPC in Calpheon for energy. This was a spammable way to indefinitely life skill. Many players spam this for gathering, because with high enough mastery, you would come out making profit. That option has been taken out with the most recent patch, however. Personally, I never used that system, hence it had really no impact on me whatsoever. I don't have the mastery to come out positive, so I simply could not justify making the trade-off. However, it does seem that the community dislikes the change. In my opinion, life skilling is still in a fantastic spot, so don't let it discourage you. Now that we've covered all that, I will go into a clip going over my setup and future plans. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so now I'll go over my current setup and what I guess I want to be doing in the near future. So right now, I think in the last video I said I was going to be moving all my farms. Well, I moved all my farms. And speaking of which, I'm going to go do that. So I moved all my farms, and I've converted most of my magicals to just real vegetables. I think I have peppers. I have peppers and carrots and onions. So why did I switch? So for those of you who are not familiar with farming, there are, I guess, two reasons why you would farm. The first reason, well, I guess two reasons in my opinion, but the first reason, which is the original thing that I did, is you do magicals. So magicals are really nice because one, well, let me go harvest one so I'll show you. Magicals are things that you kind of just spam breed, right? You can only have 2 in per plot. Oh, that's perfect. And they sell for 320k per. The catch is you need artisan farming to do this. Artisan 1 farming to do this method. But once you do, it's pretty decent money. So what is a magical? Magical is not anything that you can buy. It's you get it through breeding. So you get this, you breed this, you get high quality, you breed that, you get special, and if you breed specials, you get magicals. Well, you have a chance to get magicals, and when you breed magicals, you only get magicals. So it's pretty much just an infinite cycle. You also get these. This is honestly where where the money comes in. You get stone tail fodder, which is used for Corsair training. And basically, you take 20 of these, one of these four, so 20 of this or 20 of this, and you go to, I think it's simple cooking, yeah. And then you just make it. So right now I'm going to hoard them, and I'm going to continue to hoard them, so I don't really want to do it. But you get something called stone tail fodder, which is a pretty good source of income. As you can see, they're about 2 mil. They were down to about 1.9 the other day, the other week. So it's a pretty good source of income if you know, you don't mind coming, because this stuff can grow quickly. So if you can come here often, it's pretty decent money. So the other thing that I do, this is the second way you can utilize farming, is you just grow whatever you need. So high quality hot peppers. Why am I doing that? Hot peppers are an ingredient to, I can't remember, but basically I'm doing imperial turn-ins, and one of the meals or one of the dishes requires hot peppers. And that's really the other way you can utilize farming, is just to help your cooking, because you don't really get any immediate money like out of doing this. Like, you could sell these sell for a decent amount. I'm pretty sure hot peppers are always on sale. Yeah, like I could sell all my hot peppers that I get, but I like to do the boxes instead. I think it's more worth it. So yeah, that's the farming. So that's what I've done with my farming thus far. I've pushed Master 3 cooking. I want to hit Guru so I can start doing the Guru box turn-ins. That's my like eventual goal. But right now, I'm kind of bottlenecked by meat, like goat meat specifically, because of my low mastery and my low level in gathering. I'm only Prof 9 in gathering, and I only have like, I think 660 butchering level, which is pretty low. So my yield is only about 1300 per session. I'm doing more hunting to compensate for that lack of ability to get meat, but that's like 2 times the amount of life scaling I gotta do, and sometimes I just don't want to do that. So that's where I'm kind of at right now. I'm kind of just farming up materials so I can do a big cooking session, because the big cooking session is going to require me to like kind of set up all my utensils and stuff, and I don't really want to have to constantly have to wait on materials, then go cook, then wait on materials and then go cook, like back and forth. I don't really want to do that. I kind of want to just hoard a bunch of materials and then go do a big cooking session, so it just happens all at once. So my future goals, I guess, is to just try and get monos stuff. And like, there's an argument to get Logia accessories, right? Like Tet Logia, and it's really cheap, right? It's 40 versus monos, right? The monos equivalent, 200 mil by the way. The monos equivalent to 40 is a duo at 300, or a pry at 370, or in between. Let's just say duo. Like it's basically that 700 mil. So Tet Logia is pretty efficient for money. You just obviously can't hit those like insane high brackets once you get to that point. But I personally would recommend doing try to Tet Logia. It's not a bad idea, and it's very, very cheap. So that's my goal. I really want to hit some monos, get some monos accessories, and I want to get a monos butchering knife. Right now, since everybody's kind of upset about the life scaling nerf, a lot of people have been selling the butchering knives. So I know there's only one right now, but the first day, like the patch came out, there was like 7 Tet butchering knives. So if you want to get into, or if you playing the game and you're looking to cop a monos item, right now is probably the time. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is with my setup right now. I want to hit Guru cooking. I want to hit artisan gathering, and I'm very close to that. I want to hit master hunting. I'm about artisan 4 right now, so that's pretty hype. And then I can start getting some monos accessories or Tet Logia accessories, and I can start getting those higher mastery brackets for hunting. That's really where I want to be, is to get really high hunting mastery, because hunting is honestly my favorite life skill in the game right now. Like hunting and then cooking is my 2 favorites. So I really am trying to push those. In terms of my main, I guess since we're already kind of on the topic of pushing, Right now I'm just kind of farming. He's my hunter as well, but I'm just farming 62. I'll be streaming this today, but I guess the video won't be released, so I will have streamed yesterday. I will be trying to push 62 within the next couple months. It's gonna take me a little while to hit there, but hopefully I get there so I can get my Kaposha earring. So stay tuned to that, and I will be hopefully releasing a montage video next week. I think next week I'm gonna hold back on a life scaling video, only because I'm finding some stuff really hard to I think I'm gonna hold back on the video next week because I'm having a hard time coming up with some content for the video. And I need a little bit of time, a little bit more time to organize the video and make it professionally in such a way that I think it's good. I'm putting really high standards on this video because of the comments in the last video. So with that being said, next week, instead of getting a life scaling video, expect some sort of montage. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it's a lot cleaner than the first and the second especially. And I hope to see you in the next 2 weeks. Come to my stream, twitch.tv/Hong. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Anyways, peace.